The following training is sponsored by the Neoga Library System. We serve our member libraries in Niagara, Orleans, and Genesee counties. You can always visit our main web page listed here at neoga.org, or certainly visit your local library homepage and use your library card to get access to streaming videos, downloadable music, audiobooks, ebooks, and even more from the comfort of your own home. Thank you. Hello, hello. Let's talk about the EQI 2.0 test, how knowing your emotional intelligence can help you with your job. The article was originally published in 2017 on the Fast Company website. I found it on the Get Pocket website. It was written by Richard Bellis. And I say here, the author, Richard Bellis, took the EQI 2.0 test and discusses some of the results. He received a 21-page report, and his article follows here. The report was the result of an assessment I'd taken 3 weeks prior called the EQI 2.0, which is based on nearly 20 years of research and has been taken by some 2 million people. And sure enough, it told me I'm about as inflexible as people close to me seem to think I am. Shortly afterward, I scheduled a call with its developer, Stephen J. Stein, who reviewed my results and offered this suggestion. I would start looking at how you operate, what your routines are, how you get through a day. The concept of emotional intelligence, EQ or EI for short, has been around for over 20 years, but it's still enjoying buzzy prominence in HR circles. The more technology reshapes and in some quarters automates the workforce, the more valuable human-only skills seem to become. So I took the EQI 2.0 to figure out what it could tell me about my strengths, weaknesses, and what they might mean for my career. The ideal thing is not just getting all high scores, Stein says, it's about balance. That means that a low score for flexibility isn't necessarily bad, but it also means that a comparatively high score for emotional self-awareness, for instance, isn't fundamentally good. The real question is whether tendencies in other areas stack up in ways that counter any day-to-day challenges faced at work. Stein says the tool doesn't just point out areas to work on, it also suggests how to best work on them. In this case, tackling the flexibility issue might be the key to reducing some of the other imbalances the test detected. The key is being aware of any issues, high or low scores, and working with them to find the best job suited to you. These are all trainable skills, according to the article. It's a good example of how interconnected these attributes can be. The idea is to balance your emotional and your logical thinking to solve problems, says Stein. It could be that you focus so much on how you're feeling that emotions cloud reason, or that you're so pessimistic that you discard those feelings and overlook some possibilities. It's not hard to see the interplay of these types of factors in an ordinary workday. For instance, you might be able to lean on others more in order to strengthen problem-solving skills. If interpersonal relationship and empathy scores were high, it could mean that they are under-leveraged resources. Stein gives another couple of examples. If someone ranks highly for reality testing, they're more likely to know when they are the ones not pulling their weight. This way, they probably won't have to be convinced that they bear some of the blame when the team isn't performing up to par. If someone ranks highly for assertiveness, he says, they're more likely to be honest and express their thoughts and feelings in a common situation like meetings where there are tough or challenging issues to discuss. Short of actually taking the EQI 2.0, please note it is expensive, these are a few questions Stein says anyone can ask themselves to determine approximately how they rank on some of the major components of emotional intelligence. Empathy. Do I really listen to people when they talk about their issues, or do I just try to give them a solution? Do people tend to confide in me? Emotional self-awareness. When my body gives me physical signals that something is wrong, do I pay attention to it and sense what's going on? Self-actualization. Am I doing the things in life that I really feel passionate about, at home, at work, socially? Impulse control. Do I respond to people before they finish telling me something? Interpersonal relationships. Do I enjoy socializing with other people, or does it feel like work? If these feel kind of abstract, well, they are. Our thoughts and behaviors are highly situational and influenced by countless factors, many of them that our conscious minds never detect, but patterns tend to emerge anyway. There are some good resources available for free from the New York State Department of Labor. Just search for New York Job Zone and the main page link will appear. Click and scroll down for the Self-Exploration Center, seen here. You can also see the link up here, jobzone.ny.gov. In an increasingly tech-driven world, human attributes and the ability to use them on the job is still a necessity. We need to be sure to keep EQ at the forefront of career discussions. In the next video, we will discuss the ways librarians can help patrons become aware of and develop soft skills. Thank you.